Hello to all our wonderful listeners. Think we are live. Okay, great. Hello to all our wonderful listeners. Welcome to Spotify's listening party. I am Priyadarshini Patwa, your host for this special session. Two extraordinary artists who have been setting global stage and charts on fire. The guy with the guitar, Anuv Jain, and the man who makes Punjabi rap cool, AP Dhillon. Tell me, AP and Anuv, how does it feel to be part of Spotify listening party and connecting with your fans?
Hi, everyone. I just never have ever done something like this, so I'm just excited. But yeah, I'm honored and I'm excited.
I think it's
Um,
uh, yes,
so
Anuv.
yeah, yeah, guys, I just want to say thank you so much, whoever is here right now. Thank you so much for joining in. A big thank you to AP as well. Thank you so much, man, for doing this. And yeah, this is my first time doing this as well. And yeah, let's see how it goes.
Let's kickstart by talking about Afsos and celebrating the music that has been top on charts. The song has been breaking records, trending on Spotify playlist, currently on number 8 in India on charts, and earning so much love from the fans. It's clearly that the track is resonating deeply with listeners. Anuv, AP, tell me like कैसा लग रहा है आपको ये response देख के?
AP, do you want to go first?
Go ahead, bro.
Okay, cool. So since AP is in a very different time zone as compared to India, he's just woken up. So AP, let me just give you a stat. Right now, we are at number 8 in India, which is
Sick.
insane. We've pulled it off in a week, man, which is crazy.
Let's go.
So yeah, it's pretty cool. And once we're done with the call, I'll give you all the statistics. I'm sure Ayushman has already shared them because he's our manager. So yeah,
Yeah.
but extremely happy. We've been getting so much love from across the country and across the world, in fact. And I can't like I've never seen debut numbers like these ever in all my years of working in this industry. So I think we've hit it off like right. We've hit it off right and like immediately, and I absolutely love that.
That's beautiful, I must say, because it just shows that people love the incredible music you both are creating. But for let's say for those who have not heard the music yet, why don't any one of you just tell them that what Afsos is about and how much it means to each one of you, and then I will just go on and play the music so that we can begin our listening party.
First verse is Anub's, so he needs to start.
Okay, so yeah, man, like for the people who have never heard the song and this is the first time they're probably gonna hear it, the song is called Afsos and it's about regrets, and that's the literal translation. The song is in Punjabi because both AP and I we are from Punjab. In fact, I don't think people know that where AP is from, like his hometown and my hometown, we're just like 3 hours away, which is crazy to me. So we wanted to make it in Punjabi, and I'm so happy that we got a chance to do that. And yeah, the song just talks about regrets, man, and how after how after like you've probably not been the best with your partner, and since you're not no longer together, like after years and years of thinking about it, you finally understand that it was your own fault. But what's the point of regretting? Because you can't really turn back the hands of time and like the hands of your clock and go back in time and change things, and you just have to live with that regret, and that's what the song is about. And yeah, like I started this, so I've basically just painted the canvas a little, and AP has turned it into a masterpiece with like, like his entire verse. So AP, do you want to like talk a little bit about what you've written
Nah,
and like
you're
mentioned and what you guys have done?
you're upping back upping me too much. Um, he sent me idea, and it was just this beautiful composition. And when I heard it and showed it to everyone, everybody like pretty much absolutely loved it. And when I was on tour in India, we finished it in the hotel room in Delhi. So we really sat for a few hours, wrote it. Anu have most of his part written, and yeah, but it is about what if I would have done this, it would have been different, and the things that you look back in life and be like, um, that you could have done something different. So, and I'm so happy that it resonated with people. Um, that it's not all about like creating million noises in the music. It's like how just simple melodies and simple lyrics can just take over in this way. Like it's amazing.
Absolutely love what you guys have just said. And I have heard the song. I already love it. And for our listeners, I'm going to play Afsos right away by none other than Anuv Jain and AP Dhillon. And then we are going to get back to our conversation. Whew. It's heavy and it does break your heart. Anuv and AP, what a beautiful song. इतने amazing lyrics हैं. And the most wonderful thing about this song is कि आप जब सुनते हो, you feel teary. You really feel that, somebody is speaking something so honest and raw. So Anuv and AP, what do you like when you listen to your own song? How do you feel?
Um, Honestly, like before this conversation even started, right? Like right now, I was just talking to you, Priyadarshini, and I was telling you that this is one of those times when I've absolutely from day one, as soon as like we started working on the song, I have been in love with this song. I've been so confident about it as well. And honestly, this is one of my favorite songs that I've ever made, and obviously because like I've always loved AP's music as well, and we got a chance to work on this together. So I think whenever I listen to the song myself, it just makes me the happiest person ever. And now more so because people are literally reacting it to it the same way I reacted to it when I was building the song, and they are picking up on these tiny things that we've added in the song. And when AP's part comes in, everybody gets so excited, and I got so excited when AP had played me his part as well. So I think it just feels nice, man, because people are like finally feeling what I felt when I was building the song. So I think, yeah, I'm just so happy, man, and I get so happy whenever I listen to the song.
AP, what about you?
Is like really special for me. I'm usually like जब कोई if the idea started from someone else, I really try to make sure that I do my part right. So, um, and another thing is like I never really worked with um, any like this young guys who's upcoming, who's just who's who's making different style of music than like everyone else. So I was just like, I need to. I always fond of Anuv's music. The last two record that he did was like really hit home. So मैं मुझे ये था कि मैंने अनु भाई के साथ collab करना है. I was like, we have to make something together, and I was right. Um, but the idea is like when he sent me this, it was just like it was instant that this record is a hit. Um, and honestly, like I'm just proud of this project. I'm just like one of those that you just
AP, you both make music that is really high on emotion. And interestingly, Spotify ने एक data release किया जहाँ पे reveal हुआ that Generation Z's top search word globally is sad. So, it seems that the younger generation is seeking out songs that explore themes like heartbreak, longing, and self reflection. And very interestingly, you both are very naturally gifted and creating songs in this genre. Afsos is also part of one of those genres. So, why do you think these songs resonate so strongly with this generation's emotional landscape? Uh, AP, why don't you tell me first?
yes. Sorry, I'm gonna make my next record title sad. thanks for thanks for giving me that data. I absolutely love it. um, I feel like how Anuv said in the beginning is अगर ऐसा होता मैं ये चेंज कर लेता you know अगर मैं टाइम में पीछे जा सकता कुछ कुछ बदल सकता तो मेरा रिलेशनशिप आज ऐसा ना होता या वैसा ना होता द रिग्रेट फीलिंग एंड आई
Yeah.
फील लाइक आजकल हमारी लाइफ इतनी फास्ट पेस है we don't have time to sit and think about कि हमने क्या किया है, क्या हुआ है. We just learn to move on so fast in these DNAs. So I feel like, and also these emotional song bring, like, it's like a grounding for us. That's how I feel whenever I listen to some, like, for example, like sad pop music or R&B, and it just like, it just helps me to just like sit and sometimes like think about life, the things I've done, or like, or understand a perspective of that artist in a
Mm-hmm.
way where I can relate to it. So I feel like a lot more people have a lot of these things happening what we wrote in lyrics, and like most of those young kid can relate to it. um yeah, and that's amazing. Honestly, that's like the biggest thing as an artist, is like you want to make music that can resonate with people in a way that like they think that this record is for them, like it's literally made for them. So, and I guess heartbreaks and relationship drama is in part of everybody's life, so you can't miss, man.
I guess they find healing in your song, I must say.
I Yeah, I hope so. Like, I hope so. We make music to like bring people together, right? Even this collab is like, let's bring our best of us together. So I hope so.
Anuv, what's your perspective on this?
See, I completely agree with what AP is saying, honestly. First of all, AP, that song that you're talking about, I think we should work on it together, man. But no, I completely agree with what he's saying. I think, see, Gen Zs, are in that age right now, like 20s, early 20s, later 20s. I sorry for like wrong math right now. But I feel that this is the age when, most of the people are very confused. And this is the age where they're exploring their options. They are getting their hearts broken, not just in relationships, but in jobs as well, in their careers as well, in their things. But this is the time that very tumultuous, or whatever like the right word is. And I think that's where like our music comes in, because we've just crossed our 20s, and I feel that we've gathered our thoughts finally enough that we can actually write about it and we can put them to words. And I think that that's what we're trying to do, man. Like that's what we're trying to do, that we are in a position right now where we can say that, okay, if we don't change things right now, we're going to regret it later. And I feel that that's the reason why Gen Z's, like if you would like to call them that, they, I think, connect to our words and connect to our songs a lot more, because they're all going through that phase at the moment. And like, even apart from that, I feel heartbreak is such a strong emotion, and everybody in their life, everybody in their lives like goes through this like emotion once. Sabki zindagi mein har umr mein, like it happens. So I feel that it's just something that's so universal. And I feel that if artists like AP and like me, we can
Mm-hmm.
put it to words for people. I think it's such a beautiful thing, man, and I'm so happy that people listen to our music and they can actually relate to it.
Very true. Like music is so powerful, and you guys are making sure that people have something they can hold on to when they are in a very low phase of their life. Now, when we're talking about heartbreaks, heartache, I think ये गाना तो बनता ही है हमारे listeners के लिए, and the listening party would never be complete without this song. It is Husn by Anuv Jain. Anuv, let me tell you something. First of all, thanks a ton for creating this song. When the song released, I have personally been at a low in my life, and your song really helped. So I do feel it cuts straight to the soul. And I've spent nights listening to your song. It's so beautiful.
Man, I'm so happy that that's the case, and I'm happy that I could help you. And I hope that you're like fine now and like you're happier now. And yeah, I mean,
I'm sure there are millions out there who feel the same about this song that you and AP create. As we speak about songs that are so soulful, Afsos lyrics just feel raw and relatable. So, how did the idea for the song evolve during creation? What was the starting point? AP, why don't you tell us about this?
Starting point was Anuv. It started from just us talking about like just making record,
Mm-hmm.
and then he sent me um, an idea on a WhatsApp as a note, uh, you know, and then it was basically some. melodies with whatever lyrics, and but the composition was there. It's the exactly same composition. So yeah, that's pretty much where it started.
And Anuv, what would you like to add to this?
Actually, no, API, I'll have to correct you, bro. You're wrong here. I'll tell
Mhm.
you how it started. Okay. 2 years ago, I'm chilling with Nitin. He's my manager. He handles all my shows and everything. We were in Dubai, we were chilling. And I
Mhm.
told him, I took two names. I told him that, bro, for my first collaboration ever, there are two artists that I would like to work with. One I'm going to keep to myself right now because that hasn't happened yet. The second
Okay.
one was AP. So this was two
Oh
years
wow.
ago. And bro, I don't know why we never like asked you, like we never, because I don't know, maybe we got busy with things or whatever it is. But I put it out in the universe like 2 years ago, bro. And then
That's
once you
crazy.
reached out, it
Mm.
was like a full circle, and I was like, man, this is exactly what I wanted like 2 years ago, which is insane.
That's
So I think that so Priyadarshini, this is me correcting AP. It started 2 years ago. I put this out in the universe first, and then I think it just like snowballed into whatever it is turned into now.
Uh,
wow. That's amazing.
so, guys, we can see the power of manifestation here. It really works.
Hmm.
You know, this especially Anuv, this question for you: are there any personal anecdotes tied to Afsos? You know, either while creating or after its release, considering you manifested this song.
Yeah, so see, I love to like leave Easter eggs, okay, in my music. So there's this line in this song which says Tere dil nu vekh na paya. And Dil Nu is one of my favorite songs by AP. I had posted this on my Instagram like a couple of days ago as
Wow.
well.
The music was shot in a very different manner, AP, and people loved it. And my next question is to you: that
Yes.
you both enjoy a very incredible loyal fan base. So, when Afsos released, was there any message or reaction from your fan that stood out to you and it still is stuck with you?
Sorry. You cut out. What do you say?
I said when you guys have a very loyal fan base. So when the song Afsos dropped, I'm sure you must have received from your fans tons of messages or responses. Is there a message that stuck with you and you still remember it?
Yeah, there's this video made by Devraj. Um, so it's on. It's on. He made a reel to post it on. It literally hit my heart. Devraj from Universal. Um, um, no, it's so many people messaging me. So many fans are messaging me that like they have listened to this record over 1,000 times, 100 times, and they still wanted more. What do you guys have done? And like a lot of people, like a lot of fans message that they can connect to every single word, every single line of the record. So it's more like it's like 90% of my fans response was that, and that was like huge for me.
That sounds really nice.
Yeah.
I was thinking that, considering we are talking about fans, so let's, ask the most important part of the listening party. And that's your fans have asked you the questions and they would love to know what you have to say about them. It's for both Anuv and EP. So,
Mm.
Shudanshu has asked, Afsos music video, when are you guys planning to release it?
Oh shit. I know.
So Sudhanshu, this is a reply to you, man. You keep listening to the song, turn it into like the biggest of the biggest hit, and then we'll think about it. So yeah, you guys, the ball is in your court.
Exactly. I guess um if we hit number one in India, then we will uh, figure out a video for it.
Wow, I guess now the song is certainly going on number one. We have Aaron who is asking Punjabi, Hindi, English are some of the languages you speak. What do you think in? Anu, would you like to take
Yeah,
this?
I think in English and Hindi. So I'm from Punjab and I've studied Punjabi like for 12 years of my life or something like that. But unfortunately मेरे घर पे कोई पंजाबी में बात नहीं करता था तो अब थोड़ी वो आदत छूट गई है पंजाबी की। Hindi and English, I think I would say that I predominantly think in.
Oh, nice.
Me, Punjabi, like. I have to think in Punjabi, and then I was like, what I'm telling, like, what's my response is? So it's definitely Punjabi. Um, but recently I've been working on some Hindi music. So I've been thinking in Punjabi and writing in Hindi, which is, and Shinda is helping me out. And I have another friend from Mumbai,
Hmm.
and literally will throw words at him and be like, is this right or not? So
Bro, AP, you finally know how it felt when I was writing in Punjabi for the
I
song,
know,
bro.
bro. I'm proud of you. You did a great job.
In fact, I remember last time when I interviewed AP, we were speaking more in English, and this time I see him speaking fluently in Hindi, and that sounds really nice.
हम practice कर रहे हैं हम.
Karthik is asking, ये concepts कहाँ से आते हैं? Music, books, personal life.
Uh, Hi Karthik. So see, sometime, like, yes, ideas can be personal, or inspired from something happen in your friend circle or around you, or it could be totally fictional and imagining. It's like painting. Not every painter is just gonna paint, like, a portrait or a scenery or something. It could be just like, totally abstract. So I think it's like mix of all that. Yeah.
We have Natasha. That's the last question from one of the fans. What's your go-to sad song?
My go-to sad song. Okay, last year has to be Husn. Um, right now, what's my go-to sad song? I don't even know. Rolling,
Rolling.
rolling in the deep. That's very go-to sad song of me. And of you know what? Like Afsos. No fucking kidding. No, my bad. My language. Of course, Afsos, because when you're making a record, you're like you don't really enjoy the record, you know. And once it's out, that's the first time you kind of listen to it as a listener. You're like, oh, honestly, it's great record. um I don't know if it's like people don't really believe when I say that. कि जब काम कर रहे होते हैं गाने पे, it's like you're not really paying attention that how how beautiful a record is. You're just trying to look for the mistakes, like where I can perfect it, what we can add, what we can take off, and things like that. But once it's out, you submit to Spotify and all, like every DSP, and you're like, oh, it's out. Let me just sit back and listen to it. And that's when it actually hit. And if Source actually hit like exactly the same way, like it came out, I put it in, I went for a drive and I listened to it, and I was just like, this is amazing.
Crazy, man, crazy. My go-to sad song. First of all, AB, thank you so much, man. I'm so happy that Husna has been like there. I'll just be a narcissist, honestly. I think Husna for me as well, man. Like, what AP is saying, I completely agree with, because you're just like trying to find mistakes, like in music when you're working on it, and then finally when it's out, you just like actually understand what you've done, and you get to understand it from like people's perspective as well. But when I was working on Husna, man, like I don't know, bro. Like that was like a part of me, I feel. So I think that's one of those songs that I listen to and I keep going back to whenever I want to get into that space. And of course, once again, man, like it's slowly turning into that song that I'm constantly like I don't think anybody here has heard it as many times as I have till now. Like nobody on this planet has heard it as many times as I have now, and I'm genuinely in love with that song. And yeah, I think these are the few songs that like I'm constantly going back to. So yeah, I think I'm just being a narcissist. Husna and Afsos, I'm gonna say yes, definitely.
So as we just heard, Anuv and AP both at the moment go to sad song is Afsos. So for those who have missed the first song, which we are here to celebrate, I'm going to play Afsos once again. Anuv, you can listen to it again, and so AP can you. The song has been doing incredibly well globally and on Spotify. Number 8 on India's top 50, number 1 on Pakistan top 50. And now we are going to just play it, and then I'll be back with the last question for the session. So before we sign off, let me just say again, brilliant song, loved it, and everyone here who's listening to us in the listening party is also loving this song. Before we sign off, what can we expect from Anuv Jain and AP Dhillon 2025? Tell me about that, and also what projects should we look at, and a message for the fans that you would like to give who are listening to you right now. AP, why don't you start?
Uh, for me, is I have some more clubs coming with like different artists. Really trying to bring a different flavor, and how I really like how two artists can like help elevate each other and bring the fans together. And I feel like the music is all about bringing people together. So one is that a Hindi record. I'm nervous about that, but like Hindi record for sure. I want to do this year. I don't know why I have not done it yet. I wrote few records in Urdu. I wrote few records. Shinda wrote few records in Hindi, and they're beautiful. And I want to try to, you know, explore that. And yeah, then my plans are they change every minute, but few of those like collabs and um, a Hindi record for sure coming this year. And I'm dropping bunch of singles. So I'm working on a lot of music. I have a lot of music. My manager is like hounding me, just like, yo, you have like hundreds of songs. Again, release them. Like, so I think this year I'll release a lot of music. Yeah.
Very excited to see your lineup for Hindi music, because if you have slayed it in Punjabi, I'm sure that's going to be seen even in Hindi. Anu, what about you? Your plan for 2025?
Um, I mean, my plan honestly would be just to like take a long break, honestly, because I'm exhausted. But I don't think that's on the cards right now. So I guess whatever I've been doing, man, just like releasing more music, and just perfecting the shows, polishing them a lot more. Learn from like new artists. Like I learned so much during this collab as well, and I've been going for like more shows just to figure out how to make my shows better. So yeah, just do better shows, make better music, and whatever I've built till now, just to like take it up a notch and like take it to 100, and that's basically it, man. That's the plan.
Beautiful. I feel that 2025 is going to be filled with soulful music once again, and we all are looking forward to it. Thank you so much, Anuv and AP, for joining us. बहुत मजा आया आपसे बात करके, दिल खुश हो गया. And also to all our listeners who have joined us on this chat, keep listening to more songs from Anuv and AP on Spotify. Thank you so much, guys. Good night. Shubhratri.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Thank you
you
so
guys.
much,
Thank
guys.
you,
Same.
Spotify, for
Thank
making this happen.
Thank you so much, guys. Bye bye. Good night.